Hi, friends. Welcome to another Senior Moments to Savor with the Aging Well, Finding Beauty in the Gray podcast. Let's talk about music. So, if that sounds familiar to you, what I was just playing, at least the first part of it and the closing part of it are a part of the opening and closing of the podcast, a piece that I wrote a few years back, and of course added the middle section there. Music is a universal language. I think most of us can identify with, relate to, understand the universality of music, the power of music. There is great research that goes into much greater depth with respect to the impact of music on mood states, on mind states, on our capacity for creativity. I'm not going to do a whole lot of the research here, but there's something called the default mode network, and music has a lot of interaction with that in our brain, and that's involved in divergent thinking. You can certainly look some of this stuff up, but the short of it is that's where we generate new and different ideas, solutions, paths forward, expressions for us. That's the creativity. But music does so much more. It's involved in a number of cognitive um, capacities and functions that it supports. It is a social glue. It connects us to each other. It offers salve for our souls when we are struggling. There are these wonderful anecdotes that maybe some of you have seen online videos where individuals with advanced dementia, they hear a piece of music and it grounds them in some manner of lucidity, at least for the time being. It's an amazing part of our holistic experience. Again, I'm talking a little bit on the neuroscience level, but it's emotional, it's social, it's spiritual, it's physical, it's all of these things. And I don't think I'm saying anything that is surprising to anyone. Music is so important in our lives. Um, Over time, in the first year of the podcast, we had on Stephen Jackson, a wonderful ethno musicologist and just a wonderful musician himself. This past season, we had Bet Paget on. She's just a glorious multi-instrumentalist and singer. And I know that you all know folks that create beautiful art with their own music, or maybe you do yourself. As we move into our senior years or further into our senior years, it's never too late to start with respect to learning an instrument. There's certainly research that supports the value of this. That being said, you don't have to do that. The fact that you are deliberate in your choices about engaging music and having music as a part of your experience, your daily experience, really, there's a lot of health benefit that comes along with that. Listening to music is so necessary, so important. And when we are more deliberate in that process, we get even greater value. So think about it. And if you care to explore more, go back and listen to a few of the episodes that we've had with respect to musicians being on, or do some of your own research, or reach out and share your thoughts and questions with me here on Aging Well, Finding Beauty in the Gray. Love to hear your comments on this post wherever you are hearing this particular video, and maybe we'll get some dialogue going. Thanks.